wanted to go over all the different pipes that we've used over the years. We made a lot of videos on these pipes. Oh, you know what? Let me correct myself. There's a pipe in there that we've never, ever made a video on before. Not yet, anyway. So there is a new pipe. This was the French Drain Man's blacked out 3-inch pipe. 4 years ago, we started telling everybody, build up your pounds per square inch, build up pressure, have some water pressure in your downspout lines, and they will not clog. So we were using a 3-inch opposed to the 4-inch. The blue pipe is the 4-inch, the black pipe is the 3-inch. Then we went up to the 3-inch plus, which is 3 inches and an eighth. It gives you 8% more area when you're comparing our French Drain Man's blacked out to the 3-inch plus. Everybody really liked that, especially for 3x4 downspouts. What have we here? Right here. It's in between the 3-inch plus and the 4. We have a new pipe, guys. Everybody, we have a 3.5-inch pipe now. For 2x3, 3x4, and Canada, oh Canada, we got a pipe for you for your 3x3 square downspouts. Never run a 4-inch, never. That's just going to clog. It's too much area. The water just gets lost in that big pipe. It displaces way too much area. You lose all your water pressure. It just slams the water to a near crawl, and it leaves all the sediment behind. Use the 3.5 for 2x3, 3x4, and yes, Canada. Man, was I thinking about you when this 3.5-inch pipe came out. I said, Canada's not going to have a use for a 4-inch pipe on a downspout. There's no way. Now, yes, Florida, you have those 5x6 or 4x6, those big monster super gutters. Got to stay on the 4-inch all day long. You can even make arguments where once in a while you have to go to 5-inch. But that's in the tropical storm region where they have the big super gutters. I get it. That is a different animal. But up here in the north and in most of the U.S. and all of Canada, you're just going to clog a 2x3 downspout, a 3x3, or a 3x4 if you're running 4-inch pipe off a single downspout. So the 3.5 is going to be our weapon of choice for all the downspouts that we do. 2x3, 3x3, 3x4. We're going to use that pipe heavily, and we'll still lean on the 4-inch pipe. When we have 3 or more downspouts, we'll use the 4-inch for a main trunk line. So for 2026, we have a 3.5-inch pipe that's coming out. Now, I'm in our pipe yard, and we just took some of the very first loads of the 3.5. This is going to be available in black as well, because a lot of people will use corrugated pipe just for a temporary run, and they don't want white standing out in their yard. They want black to get lost in the shadows. A lot of people run corrugated pipe above ground. There is no thicker pipe than our 3.5-inch solid. You're not going to find it. This is our extreme duty, not our heavy duty, not our extra heavy duty. This is our extreme duty. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. And it is an updated mixture of HDPE. Has better qualities for rebounding, meaning if a truck drives over it and the ground kind of compresses and the pipe compresses with the ground, it springs back with the ground. And that's not normal. That's not something you can expect from just any pipe. So we're always progressing. We're staying with the latest and greatest technologies. Once they're proven, you know, we jump on board. So we don't stand still around here. So there's your 4 pipes. The French Drain Man 3-inch blacked out, the 3-inch plus, the new 3.5-inch, and your 4-inch. I'm going to take you guys to a video where I show you how going to a smaller diameter pipe builds up water pressure and keeps your lines clean. Enjoy. Welcome to the French Drain Man channel. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood. We have a really good video here for you today. We're going to run water through a 4-inch downspout, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to reduce that to a 3-inch underground.
I think you're going to be really shocked when you see the results we get. All right, let's take you through our little backyard demonstration. We're mocking downspouts that are the 3x4. This is the bigger of the two sizes that we have in the United States. You can see that we're pumping water through both the 4-inch clear corrugated pipe and the 3-inch clear corrugated pipe. Now check this out. We have a 4-inch on the left side, the 3-inch on the right side. Clearly the water pressure is much higher coming out of the 3-inch system. Here you can see the flow of water through the 3-inch and the 4-inch. We have them on the same slope. We have everything set up identical so that we have a really good, accurate demonstration for you. The runs are 50 feet long. We went ahead and we ran 280 gallons through the 4-inch, and we get the water pressure that we were looking for. We're happy with what we see. But what'll happen when we run 280 gallons through the 3-inch? Well, there you have it. White water gushing from that pop-up emitter. The velocity and the water pressure has increased again.
Look at the white water in that 90 right there. There's no shingle gravel building up in that.
At 280 gallons per minute, the 3-inch underground system shows no sign of weakness. If anything, we're happy with all the results. The velocity of the water pressure, the pounds per square inch, the PSI, that is what counts when it comes to building a really good underground downspout system. If you have a lot of velocity and you have the pounds per square inch, the PSI, it's going to push tree seeds and shingle gravel. So clearly, what we have concluded this far in our backyard demonstration is that on a 50-foot run on 2% slope with a gravity-powered system where you're dropping the water off a rooftop, simulating that it's coming out of the gutter, pouring into a 3x4-inch downspout, you can see that the 3-inch line outperforms the 4-inch line at both 140 gallons per minute and at 280 gallons per minute.
Look at that. Right there, that's the proof in the pudding. You got so much more pressure out of that 3-inch.
We're back to 140 gallons per minute through the 4-inch corrugated pipe and 140 gallons per minute through the 3-inch corrugated pipe. You can see the water pressure difference. There is definitely a clear winner when it comes to pounds per square inch. Which one would push shingle, gravel, and leaves out? Which one would have the best result with that? More than likely, the 3-inch line is going to outperform the 4-inch line when you put it up against lower flow and moderate flow. Well, the 3-inch pipe, however, it does have its limitations, and I'm going to share those with you. You could run up to 2 downspouts on the same 3-inch line. I wouldn't advise going past 2 downspouts on the same 3-inch line. If you go to 3 downspouts, you need to bump it up to a 4-inch main. There is at some point a give to the 3-inch line. It's only going to move so much water. At some point, the velocity is not going to continue to increase and pick up. You're going to overwhelm it, and you're going to end up having to fall into the 4-inch pipe category. We have a 3-inch line. The water is coming down a 3x4 downspout that we're filling up completely. When it hits the 3-inch line, the velocity picks up because you're pushing the water through a smaller diameter. It's known as the mass flow rate. You have kinetic energy of all this water that's falling, gravity down this 3x4 downspout. When it hits the 3-inch line, it's a smaller diameter. Instead of slowing down and backing up and pouring over, the water picks up velocity when it hits a smaller diameter. That is fluid dynamics. This is what's known as the mass flow rate. The kinetic energy of fluid, when it hits something smaller, it just picks up velocity when it hits the smaller size area in the pipe. At the 3-inch here, you can see we had great performance. When the water hits this 3-inch and it's necked down, it accelerates and it picks up speed as it goes through the 3-inch pipe from the 4-inch to the 3-inch. That's where we're picking up all the velocity and increased water pressure. The other thing is when the water falls in the 4-inch pipe, it loses energy because it's displaced over a greater area. So that's where the water pressure that you see at the pop-up emitter is just so evident. On the left side is the 4-inch, on the right side is the 3-inch. Again, when that water hits the 4-inch, it's displaced over a lot of area and you lose energy right as it falls out of the downspout into the 4-inch line. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up. It supports the channel. And if there's a question that you have or a video you want me to make, leave that in the comments section. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until that next video.